Let's begin with Japa syndrome, which is eating deeper into our polity more than we think. The Executive Secretary of the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TETFUND, Professor Sonny Echono, has described as alarming the number of university lecturers studying abroad under TETFUND sponsorship who have absconded. Professor Echono said he does not want to give a figure because it's both sad and alarming, and this opportunity given is being abused. Jide, TETFUND will send lecturers abroad after finishing their research or whatever they went there to do?
They don't finish. They abandon the course halfway. They abandon it halfway and go and get a job. That is it. They don't finish. Only very few of them finish. The ones who finish will come back home. In most cases, they simply abandon the academic pursuit and start working.
Is the situation that bad?
It's extremely bad. There was a university in the southwest. I don't want to mention the name because a lot of my friends, including one of our senior management staff here, went to that university. 7 of them left and didn't come back. 7 left about the same time and never came.
You know, when you are checking the profile of any lecturer those days, so it's like an honor to go outside the country to go and study and come back. You add it to your CV and,
yes,
you know.
That's what the university system is about. But you will agree with me that in the world that we find ourselves today, everything is becoming inverted. We now have rains falling even in one northwest community the other day. In November, rain fell. I saw it. No, they told me I was going to Yobe State, and I saw it. Rain fell in November. In Lagos,
we had rain
December. Still fell some days back. You know, everything is inverted. University lecturers who naturally should see this as a golden opportunity. Acquire education, acquire knowledge, come back to give back to the society. They go there and fail to come back. Some universities devised a method of surcharging their guarantors. But they usually also abandon it halfway, because how do you, okay, if you were sent abroad to do your PhD, you know, in the UK, on the average it's like 20k per annum, 20k pounds per annum. That's a lot of money. Who can help you refund all of that money? It's just not possible. It's not possible. So if he had mentioned how many of them had left, you will see and not come back, it would be a national shame. Because I can tell you, I said one university, 7 of them left about the same time, and not one of them came back. It is that bad. Why would we send people? They sign bonds. They sign bonds with their universities that look, when they come back, they are going to work for a minimum of 3 years before leaving, if they even want to go elsewhere. In spite of that, these people still breach the agreement. They go abroad, abandon the academic work halfway, and then decide to go and start working in that place. And we must also add that beyond even the TETFUND scholarships, university lecturers are living in droves on their own.
Without TETFUND grants?
I was speaking with the VC of Unilag the other day. It is already extremely disturbing to them in that university, the rate at which lecturers are living. In fact, they are saying now that some of the people who are remaining are people who are probably not among the best. So people are living. They are living in droves. Even some who are already like 60 years, some are still living. The lecturers don't want to stay anymore. One of the reasons why I'm glad about the fact that they've decided that they will not use this IPPIS was because the IPPIS itself was an enabler of the frustration of lecturers. And many of them cannot function within that system. How do you create a situation in which you see a lecturer as simply working in one institution? If he goes to become visiting lecturer somewhere else, he will not be captured, he will not be paid. A VC was telling me that someone had already done 12 months in a school and had not been paid a dime because of that shitty IPPIS. Come on. So it's wrong for people to take a scholarship
Mujid,
and then come back.
This is not happening to the lecturers alone. It's happening in all sector, medical line, everything. But it becomes worrisome if people that are meant to be role models, people that are children are meant to go, you know. Lecturing used to be one of, not teaching, no, lecturing in university, one of the most prestigious jobs those days in university days. But right now, the reverse is the case. They're not motivated at all.
One thing I love about the university system was way back at University of Ilorin. When I look at the prospectus, you will see for each faculty the lecturers according to their seniority.
Yes, yes.
You
and
see,
you look at...
I recall then a lecturer in our the engineering faculty, Professor Olufeagba, University of Ilorin.
A world-class lecturer.
World-class lecturer. You will see the institution he attended.
Yeah.
And my own...
Even in my school, the likes of Professor Akinyebode.
Yes, Professor...
Yes, Harvard, MSc, MD, LLB, Harvard.
You see so, X, Y, and Z.
Published.
You will see Reading.
Professor Oyebidako Obe.
Yes.
Professor Jelili Omotola.
You see the names of their schools.
Professor Tunde Babawale.
Yeah. So, it's a thing of joy then. And way back then, and this, the TETFUND arranges, and some of the universities, they have like an exchange program where these lecturers will go abroad and they will come back and still teach. I mean, but now it's so worrisome. You didn't mention like 20,000 pounds for masters. TETFUND and some other institutions and some other like PTDF pays 50,000 pounds for PhD programs for 2 or 3 years. And you collect this money, you sign a bond that after 2 or 3 years, you come back and give back to the society. Yes. And that's one of the reasons why the other institution over there, the foreign institution, is giving you this opportunity to come and study under this exchange program. And you collect 50,000 pounds from Nigerian government, you go there, you won't even finish the program, you abscond. Some will ask for an extension. The extension is not to complete the course they went to do, but to japa, quote and unquote.
Look for a job.
Now, Eshono has said that they are going to write some of them, give them 2 options. Either you refund the money you have collected, or you come back to Nigeria and at least complete the terms as stated in the funds, or we write the foreign embassies over there to repatriate you back to Nigeria.
Yes.
And I saw that happen with the Lagos state government. There was a lady who got funding as a medical doctor to go abroad from the Lagos state government. You go there, you took off, and you took Lagos state government money. It became an issue then, and it was during the Ambode era. They were now begging. The family were begging. I said, why are you begging? You signed a bond that government should sponsor you.
Got there.
Thousands of pounds. I think it was about 50,000 pounds then.
Very expensive for
you got there, you took off. So why didn't your family provide that money? where things are not really rosy in Nigeria, but some people are still here. If you use your money to fund yourself to Japa, nobody will ask after you got. You are saying this government, this country is not good. Yes, you are collecting the money of the country to Japa, and you want to stay there without paying back.
How do we stem
Say, no,
this
no, no.
tide?
No, we have to find a way to make it difficult. Otherwise, I see it rising. I felt hard about this problem.
Is it through good governance by making sure our lecturers are they are motivated and they are motivated to stay?
No, the staying is not the issue. During my own time in the university, we had lecturers from the UK and other places. No one can say they were not taking care of them over there.
Yeah.
Because some of those lecturers were world-class lecturers. Some of them had already even gone to other countries
Journals.
before coming here.
International journals.
People like Professor Cook, I don't know if you heard about him, the Modern European Languages Department.
At many campus.
Yes, was a world-class academic. So it's the commitment to academic excellence, the commitment to knowledge hunting is what drives them. It's not about money or, my own country. In any case, there is no country in the world that is so self-sufficient that people don't move out of it on account of economic immigration. Our own is a problem because people now, without planning properly, they just want to leave Nigeria. And they end up, some of them end up at immigration camps. You know, some of them end up doing terrible jobs that you can't even think of. You know? So, but if you take money from government,
Okay.
for you to be trained with the desire of having you come back and imparting knowledge, because you yourself, you are a product of imparted knowledge, then you must not decide to stay there. I know someone who got 30 million, he didn't finish the course there and just stayed there. I mean, it's just bad. So through the embassy, they should be able to stop this kind of people. If we can't stop them, then it will get worse, because it's like you have merely financed their japa, this, and it shouldn't be the case. TETFUND is doing a good job, especially with regards to providing infrastructure in the universities and then allowing people to go on these scholarships. But if they abuse it, then TETFUND may have to now focus simply on providing infrastructure, because that one is easier to monitor.
All right.